Hello, Jesse here. In this video, I'm going to walk you through a LinkedIn AA content pipeline automation I created. An end-to-end AA content pipeline that automatically generates LinkedIn posts from raw notes and publishes them after I review and approve them. The whole point of this system is simple. I wanted a way to stay visible on LinkedIn without spending hours writing content. So I built something that does the writing for me, and I just decide what goes live. What you're going to see is Google Sheets as the content calendar, Make running two separate scenarios, Claude AI generating the posts, Gmail for draft delivery and approval, and LinkedIn's official API doing the actual publishing. There's also Twilio SMS so I can get a text to my phone every time a draft is ready. Let me show you how it all fits together. All right, let's go to Google Sheets. Everything starts here. This is a content calendar. It's a simple Google Sheet, but it's a control panel for the entire system. Each row is one LinkedIn post. I add my raw notes in column B. That's where I drop the details of whatever automation I just built, what broke, what fixed it, how long it took. Column C is the topic tag, and column D is the status. And this is the field that drives everything. When I set a row to pending, make.com picks it up within 15 minutes and the whole pipeline kicks off. As the post moves through the system, the status updates automatically. Pending becomes draft ready. When Claude generates the post, then it becomes published when it goes live on LinkedIn. If I reject a draft, it goes to rejected. I always know exactly where every post stands. The other columns track AI draft, the final version I approved, the post date, LinkedIn post URL, and the email thread ID, which is how the two make scenarios talk to each other. The thread ID is key to the whole matching system. Before I show you make, I want to quickly show you Gmail side because this is what makes the approval workflow possible. So let's go to Gmail. I created two labels in Gmail, LinkedIn drafts and LinkedIn approved. Then I set up a filter that automatically applies the LinkedIn approved label to any email that comes into my inbox with LinkedIn draft ready in the subject line. That filter is what Make Scenario 2 watches for. Without it, the publisher scenario would never know a reply came in. The flow is Scenario 1 sends me a draft email. I reply with approve. Gmail's filter tags that reply with the LinkedIn approval label, and Scenario 2 picks it up. That's the whole handoff between the two scenarios. Let's look at Scenario 1, Content Generator. Here we go. All right, here's Scenario 1 in Make. This runs every 15 minutes, and its the only job is to find pending rows in the sheet and turn them into drafts and LinkedIn posts. It starts with Google Sheets watching for the new rows where the status equals pending. When I find one, it passes that raw note directly to Claude AI module. That's Anthropic integration right there in the module 2. I have custom voice prompt inside that module that tells Claude exactly how I write. Short sentences, specific technical details, no hype, no buzzwords. Claude generates a post that sounds like me, not like generic AI content tool. Once the draft is ready, it gets written back to column E in the sheet, the AI draft column, and the status updates to draft ready. Then two things happen at the same time. Twilio sends me a text saying a draft is ready, and Gmail sends me a formatted email with the full draft, the original raw notes, and the instructions on how to respond. The last module logs the email thread ID back to column J in the sheet. That's the handoff. That thread ID is how scenario 2 knows which row to update when I reply. I'm going to run scenario 1 manually now, and let's see what happens. You can see it's moving through each module. Google Sheets found the pending row. Claude generated the draft. The sheet is updated, and an email just landed in my inbox. So let me show you that. For that, let's go up to, here's the post that was just created, and let's go to Gmail. Here we go. Just came in. Here is the original raw notes. Here is the prompt that we got the generated draft from LinkedIn, and I'm going to reply approve. And I'm going to send it. You now see here LinkedIn approval has an email waiting. Let's go to scenario 2. Scenario 2, the publisher. This one runs every 5 minutes and watches my Gmail inbox for replies that have LinkedIn approved label. When it finds a reply, it grabs the email body, then searches Google Sheets for the matching row using the thread ID. We log in scenario 1. This module 3 right here, the Google Sheets search row module, is doing the matching. Once it finds the row, it hits the router. The router splits into 3 paths depending on what I replied. If I replied approve, it takes the top path and posts the AI draft directly to LinkedIn. If I reply reject, it takes the middle path and just updates the sheets to rejected with no post going out. And if I replied with edited text, my own rewritten version, it takes the bottom path through the text parser to strip out the quoted email and then post my edited version instead. After posting, Google Sheets gets an updated with the status, the post date, and the LinkedIn post URL, and the Twilio sends a confirmation text that went live. So if we go back to Gmail, we can see the email is waiting for us. It's approved. So let's run scenario 2 manually. Here we go. And we just posted to LinkedIn. So let's go to LinkedIn and see our post. I will refresh. And here's our post. I built an AI content pipeline for LinkedIn because I work in AI automation, but never post about it. Has the hashtags and everything. It's a beautiful, beautiful situation. Let's wrap this up. So that's the LinkedIn AI content pipeline automation. 2 make scenarios, Claude AI for content generation, Gmail for approval workflow, Google Sheets as the control panel, Twilio for mobile alerts, and LinkedIn API for publishing. The human review gate is intentional, and I'm not blindly publishing AI content. I read every post before it goes out. The automation handles the writing and the logistics. I handle the judgment call. If you're a business owner or a team that wants something like this built for your workflow, reach out to me. Link is in the description. Thanks for watching.